Welcome back, Wolfpack Rollers here, and this is how to use Hitmontop. So Hitmontop has some pretty crazy stats. That 110 on that special defense, kind of out of nowhere, with a 95 on defense. Seems like we have a tanky Pokemon. Unfortunately, 50 on the hit points, not going to be the greatest, and 95 on the attack means we're not looking for like a hard-hitting KO kind of Pokemon, but we are going to find some relative success just in damaging while not taking too much damage from our tankiness. 35 special attack is fine by me because physical, and 70, don't expect outspeeds, but as we've seen, there are slower Pokemon in the game that you don't invest into, so be happy when you get when you're faster than something, I guess. Looking at its typing, it's a pure fighting type. Flying, Psychic, and Fairy weakness, Rock, Bug, and Dark. It's a monotype, so pretty standard stuff when we break it down. Unfortunately, with the fighting type, quote-unquote, nerf, just from the introduction of Fairy typing, it does make it a little harder to play Hitmontop, but it is it's still an interesting Pokemon to use overall. Hopping into Pokemon Showdown, we're going to see that while Hitmontop isn't used in singles, it is still a very strong doubles Pokemon. This Pokemon pretty much is only going to be used in doubles, and it is going to be very strong there because of Intimidate and Fake Out. Intimidate, you come in, you drop the attack of both of your opponent's Pokemon. They're both physical, great. If there's only one physical, still doing enough work off of just that Intimidate. After that, you have Fake Out. So you can fake out the non-physical Pokemon, or you can double up on the physical Pokemon and really just shut a Pokemon down entirely by bringing that Hitmontop. After that, it can go really heavy support. Quick Guard and Helping Hand means that you're protected against Talonflame, other Fake Outs, crazy things like that. And Helping Hand, if you put this next to a really strong Pokemon, generally see it next to a Mega or something that's trying to set up, you know, Fake Out first turn, get your setup in there, Helping Hand that Pokemon, and now you just get to blow up whatever you want, and that's going to be very powerful with that Helping Hand, and you still have that Quick Guard support. Also, Hitmontop can take the offensive itself. That even though it only has 95 base attack, close combat is going to be very powerful because stab, high base power, stab, doesn't really matter if you're lowering defenses because by then you've probably already taken a hit or two and you've already done more than enough work from just Fake Out and a little bit of support. The item is going to be Citrus Berry or Lumberry. Sometimes people like to Will-O-Wisp you and it's just nice to get that outplay there. Citrus Berry is just going to go with your tankiness, and let's go and look at what I was thinking. So since we have some offenses, we can go Adamant. That way our close combat is really going to sting. Just maxing out into that close combat, going to be like some KO potential, or really hurt a Pokemon enough to where you can pick it off with the other Pokemon without really even trying. Like a 2-hit move, going to be solid. Rest investment goes into hit points, and now you're tanky. Other than that, you can just like do some kind of spread. I like 100 on the defense with the rest in special defense and a special defensive nature like Careful. That means since Intimidate's already applying, don't have to worry too much about the defense, put the rest in special defense, and then we can also maybe even go full support mode. Hitmontop also gets a couple of other moves that could be interesting for you. Wide Guard. So I mean, you could just be a complete guard support. Fake Out, Wide Guard, Quick Guard, and then Helping Hand. You don't even need any offensive moves, or you can take out Helping Hand, keep the close combat. Because like if Hitmontop is just that dedicated support, it can be ready for any kind of situation like that. And it also gets access to Feint. Nullifies the effect of Detect, Protect, Quick Guard, and Wide Guard. So you come in, you Fake Out, or if you predict like some kind of Protect, you can use Feint. Break their Protect, and now you're a Feint support, which means your opponent isn't even safe. You use Feint on that Pokemon, you know it's getting hit, you know it's going to go down if you have enough power for it, and Hitmontop can bring a lot of frustration just by changing up its moveset a bit. Now, a lot of people are probably like, okay, I want to see a single set. There it is. I'm pretty much the same idea, just max out the hit points, defense, and then put the rest in the special defense with 100 defense investment or something like that. The abilities on Hitmontop aren't the greatest. Steadfast, like, it's not really that good. Technician, unless, like, it, even as a Technician Pokemon, doesn't have enough attack to really make those lower base power moves excel. And so we just keep the Intimidate, and then we kind of play it the same. Switch in with the Intimidate, lower their attack, set up bulk ups, and then kind of do whatever. Now, the big problems about Hitmontop. Does it get Drain Punch? No, it does not. Okay. Does it get Swords Dance? No, it does not. So really, we don't find any other ways of like getting quick setup. We don't find any ways of going like quick gimmick, because I feel like Hitmontop could be good as a bulk Pokemon. You set up a Swords Dance, you go Endure into a Salac Berry. That would be pretty cool, but it doesn't have any potential to do that. And then bulk up into the same set. You're not getting enough offenses. So that's kind of a problem. Other than that, we could go like Rest Talk, just kind of the general out. We have Bulk Up, you know, we're going to get a high amount of special defense. If we really want to, because of the Intimidate, we can just fully invest into hit point special defense, spam up Bulk Up a lot, and now we're really tanky on a lot of aspects. but at the same time we don't have sustain because that drain punch, we don't have recover, we don't have anything like that. So maybe Chesto Resto, that way we could get some offensive coverage in. But then that, like, let's just say rest, sleep, talk. So humor me here for a second. But then what's our other move going to be? We're a fighting type Pokemon. Our stab can be walled by Ghost. We can't use Earthquake because that can get hit by flying type Pokemon. And we also, really the only powerful move we have by that point is Gyro Ball, but it only has 8 PP. So if we go through this whole setup and we only burn all of our PP trying to knock out 1 or 2 Pokemon, everything just kind of falls apart. Other than that, Bullet Punch might be your best option. It has low power, which means like we could maybe find a use for Technician. Like we just spam Bullet Punch, you know, we have 48 PP on that. If we're at max bulk up and our attack is looking pretty good, maybe we'll be able to whittle them down, but then you can get outstalled. So really, Hitmontop doesn't have a lot of reliable follow-up options if it does get set up, and that's just kind of a problem, unfortunately. So if we look at some other things, Seismic Toss could be okay, but again, walled out. Toxic Stalling, you can like go up, bulk up Toxic, rest something maybe. But as you can see, it has good potential. I mean, it's a bulk up Pokemon with high special defense. What more could you want besides actually having some kind of setup? If you were to go for an item, Chesto Berry, Leftovers, Citrus Berry, get that support going. But just keep your Hitmontop in doubles, and you will get more than enough out of it, with just wide amounts of support, wide amounts of unpredictability. Because, like, if you look at a Hitmontop, are you going to go, okay, are they wide guarding me so I should Earthquake? Or are they quick guarding me so I shouldn't use my, like, priority moves? Or are they just going to go for something crazy? Like, can I protect? Or is he going to get the proper feint prediction? Or, you know, even if you miss a feint prediction, it's all just about that reliability, that, okay, this Pokemon, if it protects, it's not going to be protected anymore. If it doesn't protect, it's still going down anyways, kind of idea. And then we just have, you know, all this crazy stuff that Hitmontop can do. There's some things there, but the moveset doesn't come through, and the ability. It's not like Hitmonlee that got Unburden, which is super broken on it because we like do that fake out Unburden combo and then it becomes a god. But no, we don't have anything too crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a nice day.